everybody. welcome, you guys. We are back with another episode. I just want to say thank you all. Shout out to my audience for allowing me to vet with y'all, because I'm telling y'all, kids is a lot of work. Let me tell y'all, they got me on this. I'll be on a plane next week. I'm excited, baby. My bags is packed. I said, is it ready today? Can I get on the plane today? They said, no, sir, you can't get on the plane today. It is next week. Okay. Anyway, because I got to have some peace, child. Like, these kids, it's messing up my sleeping pattern. They're making all this noise, child. I got to be able to talk about these stories, child. Anyway, nevertheless, are y'all here? Welcome, everybody. I see y'all in the building. If you are a member, say hello, member. I'm gonna just say hey, everybody. Okay, hey Tasha, hey Intica baby, love Intica baby, a really good supporter. Chelsea, is it Chelsea with her glasses on. She got blocked by TGIF because she was promoting the Wiley Show, and they thought we was gonna go in there and promote. And I forgot about the TGIF, but they would definitely talk about it. Okay. Hey, Shars the True. Hey, Tasha Nicole. Hey, Millward. Okay, so people was like, we're talking about. I said, okay, we are here. All right, we are here. We are here. And many people said, well, why are you not talking about TJ? We tired of that. It was a good storyline. I don't want people to think that I'm out here begging to be on these people's platform. It was just me, just a storyline. That's all what it was. A storyline. We talk about it. It was, that's all it was. It wasn't no big thing about it. I don't really like the host that they had on there. T.S. Madison was boring and dry. Okay. Mid-red. You know I'll be messing up name mid-red. You're RN. Call in. You know I need a speech therapist. You already know that I didn't really ever show. When Armand K controversial it made sense. Flame was controversial, it made sense. They don't have enough storyline. They brought one dude up on TGIF. The dude had on a wig. That wasn't nothing but Armand Wiggins in a wig. I said, y'all could have went on and got Armand Wiggins to come on back. Who is this dude in this wig? And they don't even do it right. They want to wear the wig and the beard and the lipstick. Man, they don't even do it right. And I said, Claudia, why y'all didn't put Wiley up on there? I said, this is boring. Y'all know y'all want Wiley up on the show, but y'all is passing me not to do it. Why you just didn't get Armand Wiggins to do the show again? You already know Armand feels the type of way that I ain't talk about the show and everything. You know he watch everything I do. You know he in the bushes. You already know the man is in the bushes. But he the one that effed up Claudia because he was a colorist. He was a misogynist. He was all that. That's all he was. And you had Al in there want to do a threesome with him. They ain't want to do it with Claudia. Not with them feet. But I think she got them feet done. And Claudia got money. If I was into females only, I try with Claudia. We go off. I ain't got enough money yet, but just don't worry. Keep playing with me, Claudia. Let me hit the lottery. I'll be all up through that place. We'll be under. We're okay. I'll be all up through that place. We'll be under the fireplace. Okay, don't worry about talking about cleaning the camera. The camera is good. It's just low budget. We'll be back in the Dallas studio next week. If you want to get me back in Dallas tonight, donate. We can get on the plane today or tomorrow. Don't try me. All right? But Claudia is a colorist. I don't understand that, but Claudia do this, and stuff, but she don't want me on the show, but that's fine. I'm working so hard. When I get to that next level, everybody that didn't want to work with Wiley is going to regret it. Now, the people that was in with Wiley, they're going to make it. The people that stood with Wiley, they're going to make it. But the people that didn't care nothing about Wiley, said Wiley ain't going to make it, they're going to feel the type of way. It's going to happen. They all watching. Just like when Tasha K did her show, or whatever. People still giving me. I said she did that for people to talk about it. Out of all the creators, she working with people that was dragging her, cussing her out. Sean David Wade, yellow rotten teeth, was dragging her daughter, her motherhood, the babies. She did that for we to talk about it. She ain't stupid. She know what she doing. She don't care nothing about them content creators. She doing that so people can talk about her channel. Let's call it what it is. That's why the big white man with the heavy breathing, that's why he got dragged by Martin Wiggins, because she did it on purpose. She know what she's doing. Timothy Bland, now this man was a whole meth addict. He lost his teeth. He went to prison. He stole. He robbed. He got infected blood. That senior citizen said Tasha Gang got junkyard dogs. That's what Timothy Bland said, with false teeth. And that man been living on this planet for 70 plus years. Talk back to me in this chat. He said Tasha K and her junkyard dog. She ain't stupid. That man was on drugs. He know when somebody trying to do something evil. And I'm glad that brother said it. All the way from the low rent Section 8 sector, the food stamp sector. He said it there. Then you got Peaches, obese self. She took a dig at Brother Wiley. Did she take a dig at me, Brother Paul? She had the audacity to type on that Boost mobile phone about two men and a lady. And she about three human beings in one. How dare you say something about Brother Wiley knowing that you can't bag it out? How about you challenge me to 2 treadmills and 1 Stairmaster challenge? How about you challenge me to 2 treadmills and 1 Stairmaster challenge? And I understand from my heart, because people, they say little stuff in the chat about Brother Wiley, and I catch it, and I'm so sorry, I'm a little ignorant. It's because I got bipolar. So little stuff do kind of bother me. You know, if I didn't have the bipolar, maybe I just take the little insult and just walk away. Sadly, that ain't me. I can't. I got to address it from the root. But nevertheless, I love each and every one of you. And they said, what do Wiley get it from? I get it straight from the dome. In the word of T.S. Madison, we ain't got Oliver to write my jokes. He ain't got the editing skills to put in the sequel. It's me and the 15 voices in my head that come together when I spew out of my mouth. I don't have Oliver in the old dust ball in his afro to put this together. I don't have that. The only thing I have is the 12, 13, 14 voices in my head that put together the mess, and I deliver it out of my mouth. Talk back to me in the chat. Okay? I just wanted you all to hear that. I just had to open it up. We got to make it hot. Okay? We got to make it hot. I want people to stream this all over the world. We got to make it hot over here. We don't have a flat screen TV. Okay, we don't have a $100 million studio. We don't have, only thing we have is my closet doors and my purple wall and my talent. That's only what I have right now We don't have all of that. But what I do have, I can make you laugh. Amen. 28 likes. Make sure y'all like the video. They say your mama not mad at you yelling. I'm about to go anyway. I'm gonna be yelling in my own place about a couple more days. You know, stuff. I'll be back with you in Dallas. Is you still in that relationship? Are you still in that relationship, Miss? Are you still in that relationship? Whenever you dump your man, we gonna date because you know about my show. Very submissive, beautiful, thick. So I'm just waiting on to see if you still with that man. You just blink an eye. You still with that man? Just give me a little blink. Are you still with that man? Are you still with that man? You just let me know. Give me a look blank. Okay. If you don't respond, then he right there watching. Let me move on. This part of this. Okay, don't worry about playing. I don't want to take her. I'm just joking. It's part of the set. It's part of the set. She think, but it's part of the set. I wrote down a couple of little jokes in my phone. It's in my phone right here. It's in my phone. Don't. I understand. I do apologize. I know you probably right there watching. It's part of the content. It is just always just joking. I've never met that woman. I never even met her before. Okay, she's still in her relationship, so we're gonna move on. I don't want nobody to get in trouble because I can really go there. Because they believe everything that I say is believable. So let me drink a little bit more of this coffee. Anyway, so welcome everybody. So yeah, because Tasha K got the panel and stuff like that. I don't mind it because I like talking about it. I feel like everybody and their mama need the panel and everything. Woo, we got a lot of stuff to talk about, child. It's a lot of stuff we got to talk about. Let's get into it, child. Let's get into it. I want to talk about Tyler Perry first. I'm trying to get Pride of Me on the show, but Pride of Me is probably busy. But I thought about Pride of Me, and I want to thank my producers for coming with me in this journey, because one of my producers sent me the story about Tyler Perry, and Tyler Perry is saying that he is going to put a hold on the $300 million expansion of his studio, all because of AI, artificial intelligence. He said that it is AI is so advanced that you ain't got to build sets. You can put it on your computer. If you want snow, you can put it on your computer. If you want wigs, you can put it on your computer. If you want to put makeup, you can put it on your computer. You can do all that on your computer. You ain't got to build sets. And he is fearful that people is going to lose their jobs because now you can just type it on your computer. If you want to have a straight eye and a straight leg, Wiley, you can type it in your computer. If you want to speak in front of millions of people, you don't need them to come do the talent. You could get a whole set, and I could be like a whole set and literally have millions of people in the audience, and I could be delivering whatever I want to do without leaving my purple room. We are in very scary times, people, but it's not a scary time for me because we have always lived through technology shifting. At one point, you had the landline. One point, you have the cordless phone. Now you have the cell phone. So we have always had advances. Back in the day, there was no such thing as getting to this one destination, this next destination. It was all about maps. Now you can get it in your phone. So either you change with the times or you're going to be left behind. Unfortunately, now we have self-checkout. And back in the day, we didn't need self-checkout. But again, he said that Tyler Perry said he don't know. And you do know, you liar. You're going to fire them people. You already know. You should just, anybody with common sense, if you don't read, you're going to be screwed. Already, you better do what that big woman did in that movie when they was them astronauts. And one of the women up in there, the one that made somebody eat boo-boo in the help. Well, one of her characters, they was doing a computer. Back in the day, it was a human computer that did all the numbers. But NASA was like, listen, we're going to get a supercomputer that was going to be able to come up with these calculations within seconds. So she said, well, baby, we need to learn how to program this. So what did that black woman do? She went to the public library. She didn't throw out books and computers like I did, but she went to the public library with her black children, and she started getting books on how to do computer programming. So it's not about that jobs are being replaced. Yes, but that means new jobs will be created. That's why every parent needs to get up, wash their behind, get them nappy-headed kids up, teach them about technology, teach them about robotic stuff, teach them about technical things, and get up out of there, stuff, going to these restaurants, eat fried chicken, getting big, getting blood pressure. And you need to be telling your children about the future, including yourself, because we are in a different era. And so this is why it's going to throw a lot of people out of job. You ain't even going to need to have Oprah Winfrey to act or Whoopi Goldberg. You just going to get Whoopi Goldberg. AI, create me a woman with no eyebrows and dirty and black gums. And they will have that right there. AI, create me Maya Angelou in there. Right there, Maya Angelou. Put Maya Angelou in the snow, put her as being a construction worker, and it would just definitely do that. And so we are in that type of environment. So if you don't know, it is what it is. It all come into about. Back in the day, it's coming very quickly. It's coming very fast. I remember back in the day, I would have to pay my editor to put shorts out on my platform, like 30-second shorts, 60-second shorts, 90-second. I would have to pay them all this money. But because now AI created a system where I pay a small fee a month, and they can create the short in less than 2 minutes. So I would have to wait till my graphic designer get done drinking, get done getting screwed, get done getting on his knees, get done dishing, get done chasing men that don't want him, get done going crazy in his town, get done meeting his probation officer. By the time he go through all that, I go through one computer system, and literally they make about 85 shorts of my content, and I release it to the world. And I don't have to pay for that person anymore. So jobs are changing very fast. It's changing very quickly. And you got to know how to go with the program. So Tyler Perry, what the evil of Tyler Perry is, you say, I don't know what to do, baby. You do. You gonna cut them jobs. You gonna make good money because you ahead of the game. You got plenty studio. And if you never use your studio again, you just upgrade it to apartments. It is what it is. You own the land, you own all these properties. You're going to turn it into apartment complex, restaurants, live entertainment centers, etc. And it's could be all AI. So you're good. You survive. You made your money. I feel bad for the people that want to get in Hollywood, be makeup artists, engineers, builders, and all of that. They're going to lose jobs in that typical way. But if you know how to build a set, only thing now you're going to be doing is learning how to build apartment complexes. But again, they even got technology to build buildings now. You really don't even need, they got technology that will build build a home. They call it laser building. So it's a lot of technology that have increased and have been going very quickly. And shout out to one of my moderators. She called me and she said, Wiley, we've been at this technology. It's just us regular folks. We're now getting it out. And they did not call it AI. And she works in tech. And she told me, she said, Wiley, we've been had this. So I'm excited for the shift. I'm excited for the change. I'm excited for the technology. I'm excited for it. And that's why a lot of people is really trying to get rid of and say, hey, I'm gonna move. This is sad. While they're upset, they're sad, they're crying. But this is great for the culture because people are still gonna be entertained. Like cartoons, we're still gonna watch these AI actors. We're not gonna know the difference because the technology is so great, so good. So everybody need to go in, get in this business, and make that money. Hey, everybody. So I just wanted to let y'all know that. Child, when I saw that down my timeline, I said, "Ooh, child, somebody about to lose their job." And it's thousands of people gonna lose their job at Tyler Perry Studio. Rumors have came out, and they say he's gonna cut about 1,200 jobs at Tyler Perry Studio. He's cutting jobs because he don't need it no more. He had already admitted. He said he have already used the technology for his last 2 movies. He said, "I didn't need to be in the makeup chair for hours." He said, I don't know how to build a set. He said, if I wanted Madea to be in some snow, she could be in snow just by the computer. You ain't got to build a set. You ain't got to go. That's going to hurt the economy of Georgia. That's going to hurt the economy. But the government going to tax AI. They're going to tax these studios a lot of money because you're not going to need it no more. You know what I'm saying? A lot of studios are going to count. That's why a lot of these actors, they went on strike. And they said they need some protections. Now, they could regulate, but it's not going to happen because everybody's not a part of the union. People are going to use the AI technology, whether it's regulated or not. It's like the Wild Wild West. People are going to use it. And people, you better get with the program. They said, well, Tyler do something with the hair, and now, which will help Tyler because the hairstylist he had was trash. So now he can have the top leading hairstyle technology, and at least them wigs won't be falling off and hanging on the side of their head and hanging all on their eyebrow and half done and all that type of stuff. So it'd be great for Tyler Perry. Bottom line, he will make a lot of money because Tyler Perry made a lot of movies and a lot of technology. He made a lot of his catalog is off the chain, and he owns and operated all of it. But I don't understand. It's going to have to be a lot of laws because what will stop AI from creating my likeness if I'm a top leading actor? If I'm Halle Berry, what will stop me from being a producer and I have the AI technology and I use her likeness, her face, her voice, and I use her to be in a movie? That's the part that the law have not caught up with. The law have not caught up with this stuff. The law have not caught up with to prevent somebody from using Medea and use it in another company, another movie, and using all AI. So that's going to be very challenging. It's going to be challenging for our lawmakers to regulate that because it's going to be dangerous, and it's a national security risk because you have a lot of people that voice is going to be used. It's going to be the Wild Wild West. We're going to see stories and stories about people manipulating their voices and get into criminal behavior. And that's the danger of AI, because that's the troubling. That is the unknown. How would you be able to know if this person did commit this crime, but that's their voice? So then you have to pay, and the average poor person can't pay for a voice analyst. So it's all around. It's dangerous. It's a dangerous technology because it's a great technology, but anything that is great could be used for evil. And it will be used for evil a lot. And this is something a lot of countries are going to use this because it's a major national security risk. When you can manipulate sound and voices, etc., this is dangerous. So nevertheless, be on the lookout. Okay. Yeah, what if they use Biden voice in another country and he never said it? So it's very wrong. It's a lot of misinformation. It'll be hard to distinguish what is true information and what is false information. That's the sad part about it. I want you all to share this video with your people. Make sure y'all like the video. I definitely have to hit that up about that Tyler Perry. Y'all can hit me up later about it. I do also want to talk about Wendy Williams. I love Wendy Williams. I felt like Wendy Williams is an incredible artist, one of the best people ever. I was going to talk about this on yesterday, but we had a friend of the show yesterday, and he was not prepared to do Two Man the Lady Child, but I want him on the show because we had to put somebody in North Carolina beat seat. And I said, can you do it? He only went an answer. I said, can you do it? He just wasn't ready. So he wasn't ready. But then, because I know what type of topics that he can do. I know what type of topics. I know his vibe. I know what he's a pro in. This wasn't his ministry, which is fine. So I want to reiterate this, what I want to say about Wendy Williams. Wendy Williams got dementia. Wendy Williams lost her mind. Wendy Williams' niece is beautiful and an amazing spokesperson. And I was so hurt for Wendy Williams because Wendy Williams put herself in this predicament with her paperwork. What Wendy Williams should have had, since she loved her niece and daughter, it's like, if I'm ever incompetent, I want my niece or my sister to take over. Something with the paperwork should have been embedded in files. But anyway, I didn't know if you ever get a conservative that everybody around Wendy Williams get paid. The conservative, the guardian, the staff that the guardian picked, is all used by Wendy Williams' finances. So that's the point that goes on with Wendy Williams, that you never know what's going on with the funding, because it's literally like the Wild Wild West that's going on with Wendy Williams. And I was like, wait a minute, why is Wendy Williams, her money is being used, but her family is not benefiting from it? I just don't understand it at all. But shout out to her niece, because her niece did everything right. Excuse me in the back, because it's a lot of loud stuff going on with these baby kids. Sister brothers, can y'all come get y'all kids, please? This is why y'all mama be drinking. Because can you please come get your kids? I just don't understand that. Come get y'all kids. You ain't got to worry about it. You know what? Stay with y'all at because I'm leaving next week. I can't deal with all that. Anyway, let's get back into the program. I don't understand that at all. Ain't no way in the world. Okay, so get back to Wendy Williams. So Wendy Williams is back to drinking and all that. And I tell my mom all the time, I'm like, listen, mama, you got to stop all that drinking. You don't want to end up like Wendy Williams. And you conservative, you ain't nobody going to be your guard because you ain't got no money. You just going to be in some nursing home talking to yourself and saying whatever because you ain't got no money. Anyway, but Wendy Williams, I really feel the type of way about Wendy Williams because this is just embarrassing. Like, that she went through this, and it's painful because I can't even make jokes about it because I took care of people that have dementia, and it is the most painful feeling ever. Like they go back in their mind in their childhood, and they just in their childhood, baby. Did you see my husband today? Where's my husband? Where you going, Mrs. So-and-so? I'm going on stage. I have a call time at 9 a.m. Where are you going, N-word? Excuse me. And you can't get mad. And many people that's not trained, they be like, oh, they in their whole zone. So I go right there in the zone. So I'm an amazing actor. I said, ma'am, understand that you want to go at 9 p.m., but Mr. Johnson said he going to be back over yonder. I said, oh, I get right with you. You lost it. I'll meet you right in that area. You think yes, sir, ma'am. I'm so sorry, ma'am, that I should interrupt you. And yes, I should be a good old boy for you. Yes, sir, ma'am. I'm going to beat you right where you at. So this is why I work good in the dementia unit because I didn't challenge wherever the mindset they was at. If they was a top leading whatever, I met them in their area. Okay? If they said something about John F. Kennedy, I went right to John F. I would Google stuff. Yeah, John F. Yeah. I just don't understand what he was just a good president, John F. Kennedy, and I would have a whole conversation about John F. Kennedy. I had a whole conversation because that person mind is in the 60s. You already in 2000, they ain't in that. I meet you right in your area. If I meet you right in your area. That's all I do. So I understand and I get it. And it's nothing that you can do about it. There's nothing you can do because that is a slow progressed disease that ain't nothing you can do about it. I meet them in that area. I've met people when I was singing Christmas carols. I'm dreaming of a white Christmas, not a black Christmas. I've dealt with people, and most of them were quite racist. They wasn't really racist when the dementia, baby, it tapped in that Jim Crow. I said, oh, what is, this is me. Who the president of the United States? The president of the United States is President Truman. I said, oh, this is going to be a bad day because she back in the Jim Crow. And back in Jim Crow, so I have to literally be subservient back in the Jim Crow era because that's what her mindset is at. And then maybe next year or tomorrow she'll be back in the new millennium. But again, you have to meet them where they're at. Every day is different when you're talking to people that have dementia all the time. Every day is different. And everybody can't be bothered with it. But me, I loved the unit because I just knew to meet them where they was at. Many people, they didn't know how to talk to the residents that had dementia. I did because I listened to their conversations. I listened to where they was at. I met them where they was at. One lady said I played the piano, and then she went up to the piano. She started playing the piano. I brought the piano in. She started playing it. So you have to meet people where they're at, and you have to be trained because a lot of people think we're trying to drag them to our reality. They're not in our reality. So you have to meet them in their reality, right? So that's how I understand it. And so when about the Wendy Williams piece, the evil part about Wendy Williams is that her people will still give her liquor because they are handlers. They will still give her liquor. Put it down. I would have threw the liquor out and put water in it. She ain't gonna know the difference. I'd have put some water in it, put a good old ginger Sprite in there, and everything. Because I've had people that all they did was like to drink. So I would put just water in it, and to them, that was still Hennessy. It wasn't nothing but water, but in the bottle, it registered, oh, this is still Hennessy. and I would put it in there, and they would still act like they drunk, even though it ain't nothing but H2O in there. But you got to know how to meet them in reality. But they were giving Wendy Williams real liquor. That's the evil part about it. They were giving her real liquor, drink her because they wanted to control her. And the people around her were stealing money, was signing off for stealing money from her. And that's to open it up for the courts to come in and take advantage and take guardianship. It's just disgusting because now her guardian, her people is fighting the courts for that that movie that they have with Lifetime. What was it? Is it Lifetime? I hope I'm saying it right. The Lifetime movie, I believe so. And they're trying to fight it in court and said this is not good. But Wendy Williams signed a 3-picture deal with that network. So how is this going to get thrown out? I don't see it because she signed a deal. She signed a 3-picture deal with Lifetime. So it's going to have to air. I wanted to air because it was entertaining. Everybody else seen it. Her niece said her niece is good looking too. And I want to watch it too. So why are we not watching the show? Okay. And I even had people that like Frank Sinatra. It was one particular person they love Frank Sinatra. And I love Frank Sinatra. I didn't even know who Frank Sinatra was, you know. And when it happened, it was one particular person they like. She would sing Frank Sinatra. And then I would sing with. I went home and I studied. And I was like, and now the end. Okay. You see, and so I face the final curtain. My friend, I'll make it clear. I'll state my case, of which I'm certain. I've lived a life that's full. I travel each and every highway and more. Much more than this, I did it my way. You know, I was singing it for the resident. So speaking about a close friend of Wendy Williams, an associate of Wendy Williams, we have the Jess Zoe show in the building, and you will be having a conversation with Wendy Williams' brother.
Tonight, yes.
Yeah.
Tonight around 10 p.m.
Tonight around 10 p.m. And I just want to know your whole thoughts about Wendy Williams' mindset. Did you agree with her niece speaking about Wendy Williams on The View? Do you think that she have dementia? Do you think that she's just mentally incompetent right now? Do you believe all of it?
I do believe that there's something wrong with Wendy medically. I do believe that she is not right. I can't say if she has dementia, or I can never pronounce that other alpha. How you pronounce it? Alpha by the.
I don't know what it all. I just said dementia.
I forget right now.
Yeah, because they said she got 2 things. The dementia thing itself is bad.
Right, but it's another disorder where it attacks the brain system, the nervous system, and it causes a person who has it to forget how to speak and forget how to, you know, be in present, basically. Now, I read up on it last night, and they said that a person can heal from it. It's rare that it happens, but a person can heal from it with training, with therapy. You know, there's no medication for it, but with therapy and training and, you know, teaching her how to speak and how to be, you know, be present again, it can happen. It can happen. So there's definitely something wrong with her. Yes.
Yeah, because then the dementia part, there is nothing you could do for the dementia part, but
No.
because that's like a slow progression. Like,
correct.
You know, because I've seen patients that the first was early stage dementia, and then I've just seen them all the way they just lost it, more aggressive, and they just die.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen it happen. Some quicker than others. Some, you know, you don't even know they have it, and you see little bits and pieces of it. This is really sad. So, did you agree with the niece, Wendy Williams' niece, coming out and speaking for her aunt? on The View?
There's a part of me that don't agree with it, and then there's a part of me that do agree with it. I agree with it if Wendy says it's okay for her to do it. I agree with it if Wendy and her son is okay with it. If they're comfortable with her being the spokesperson for Wendy Williams, then that's fine. If her son or Wendy herself does not agree with it, then I'm not okay with it.
Because I feel like her niece did a great job, but the clips of this documentary was disturbing. The
Very
part that was scary when Black China was talking to Wendy Williams, and Wendy Williams like, I'm Wendy Hunter. Like
right,
she was not there.
right. So
And
here's
that
the thing. Number one about Wendy Williams is that you know something is wrong with her in that one clip with Black China. Why? She had her wig off. Wendy has always said, from her radio days up until her TV days, she will never be in public without her wig on. For her to be around anyone without her wig on, it has to be a family member or somebody that's close to her in that type of way. So right then and there, that shows you that clip right there shows you that's not Wendy in Wendy's right mind.
do you feel like Wendy Williams' family is taking advantage of her? It's taking advantage of her with this documentary because, from my understanding, Whoopi Goldberg, what was that? Sonny said that she signed a 3-picture deal with Lifetime. So obviously, this was Wendy
She
Williams.
did.
This was the last picture of the deal that she signed with Lifetime. So,
She did.
yeah, okay.
Yeah, so back in I want to say like 2017 or 2018, something like that. Wendy has signed a multi-million dollar production deal with Lifetime, A&E Lifetime, and to produce um, different projects. And supposedly, they was gonna turn her books into movies. That was supposed to be the deal. That didn't happen because of everything else that was happening in Wendy's life. But as we know, Wendy, for those who know Wendy and been following her career, um, Wendy has pretty much been public and open about her life. So when things was transpiring in her life, she talked about it. So hence is the movie on Lifetime, when the whole divorce thing and everything that was happening in her divorce and behind the scenes at the show, whatever. That movie was Wendy's way of telling her story, taking control of her narrative, of the narrative. And I believe that that's the same thing that's going on with the docu series. This is her way of taking control, which is what Alex said. This is her way of taking control of her narrative. He wants people to know what's really going on behind the scenes.
Do
Like
you think
I
that the courts, because obviously her team, the Guardian, whoever's in charge of Wendy affairs, they are trying
Melissa
to get
something, I believe her name is.
right. They're trying to get a temporary restraining order to prevent
Correct.
it from airing.
Correct.
But I believe because Wendy got paid for that, and
Hmm.
if she don't do it, she gets sued. They can sue her.
Correct. Correct.
So, do you think that the court should allow this to air, or you think it should not air? What do you? Because you're close with that Wendy. You met her. You've been in her presence, etc.
Mhm.
Do you think it should air?
Yeah, I think it should air. I mean, if this is something that what Wendy wants, I think it should air. I think it should just go ahead and let it air. If this is something that she wants, if she says that she wants to do this, then go ahead and let it go. Let it happen. I think that people who don't want it to be aired are people who are afraid of the truth being shown and told. Anyone that's against it are people who is afraid of the truth being shown and told.
Because it's a very educational thing, and I hope because like the alcohol use, it was a piece of
Hmm.
it shown. I've never seen it shown publicly. We knew that she battled with it or whatever. She said, put it down. And it's like a big bottle of liquor. And that was like, oh my gosh, like you're finally saying, because Wendy kept that secret. Like you didn't really physically
Correct.
see her with bottles and etc. It's
Liquor and
just
stuff like that.
right. It's just so bad. How did that make you feel seeing that?
It pissed me off because I feel like that Mr. Shelby, her former manager, I believe he exploited her. I believe this is what I believe. What I do know that this documentary actually turned out was supposed to be something else. And when everything transpired, as things was transpiring with Wendy, it turned into this documentary that we see now. Um, I believe that Will Shelby is a enabler. I believe that Will Shelby was trying to exploit her. I believe that along with Will and along with anyone that was around her, they were stealing money from her. They were stealing money from her, and they kept her drunk and allegedly drugged or whatever they was doing over there around her to keep her incoherent, so that way they can tap into her bank account. And this is why Wells Fargo stepped in and got a conservancy over her account in her life because they felt like she was being taken advantage of. I don't believe that anyone in her family was taking advantage of her. I believe it was the people that was around her.
Yeah,
Um,
I believe so. I believe the people that was around her definitely did it, and also a lot of times her son, he was young, so he don't know how to get lawyers to challenge it to say, hey, you
mhm.
know what I'm saying. He of course he don't know, um, but
No, but
it's
let me just make this point real quick
okay.
because her son is not as dumb as people think he is. Her son is not as naive as people think he is. Okay, her son has a very strong support system, and I know this for a fact. I know this for a fact. So there is a person that he can reach out and call and say, "Hey, this is going on. That's going on. What should I do?" Or whatever the case may be. And I do know that he has reached out to her, a couple of times, or he is, and he's talking to her. So her son does have a strong support system. I know that for a fact.
Because everybody was when the view, it was like, how can the family just not? And then her sister, people forget Wendy Williams' sister is a lawyer.
Right, Wanda.
Her sister should be the guardian. If anybody in the family, who do you think should be the guardian?
Um, I think her sister would be a good guardian. I think so. I think that hmm, I think her sister, honestly speaking, I think her sister would be a good guardian.
And
But for a fact.
talk about Wendy Williams' brother. Let's talk about why are you talking to him? What's the update on that?
Um, so Tommy has a good knowledge of what's going on. Um, there are certain things that's not being told properly. That it's not being told right. There's things that's going on in their family that's not being said right. And certain other people is coming, to different blogs and media outlets, and they're telling these stories, but they're not telling the truth. And he wants to set the record straight, and he wants to tell the truth. You know, he knows just as much as they know. That's it.
Because her
He knows.
brother
Hmm.
is very vocal about Wendy Williams.
Very.
He said that she was in better shape when she moved down there with him, with the family,
Hmm.
like in better shape,
Hmm.
and then that they got threatened by the courts or
Yes.
somebody to send Wendy Williams back to New York. Is that true?
I don't know that, but I can ask him that question.
Yeah, because somebody said that it like they said bring Wendy Williams back because if you don't, you get in trouble. So she had to go back or whatever. That's like a rumor that I've read somewhere. It's just really sad because her father is in his 90s. And the
Correct.
niece said the father got sick and there was
Which
no way to communicate with Wendy
okay,
Williams.
so we're going to talk about that tonight. So this is what happened. The father is predominantly with Tommy, the brother. You can even go on his social media platforms. You can see that the father and Tommy spends like a lot of time together. Like he's basically in his father's life predominantly, more than anybody else. And what happened was they went out on a boat trip, like fishing and stuff like that, whatever, and they got stung by something, and it was the sting got infected, so they went to urgent care, and that's as far as it went. This whole notion that she said that he was in a hospital and they were trying to get in contact with Wendy and they couldn't get in contact is from what he told me, or from what Tommy Williams told me, it's false. There was no need to get in contact with Wendy. He was not like on his deathbed or he was extremely ill, and no, it was none of that. Tommy said him and his father got stung by whatever bug that stung them, and they both um, got infected by that bug, and they just went to urgent care, got some medicine, and they're fine. His father, he's healthy as an ox. He goes to his alpha meetings. He's the alpha. He goes to his alpha meetings and functions. He goes fishing. He goes boat riding. He played tennis. He swims. Like for a 93-year-old man, he's very active than most 23-year-old men. He's healthy.
Because yes, and Denise said in the View interview that she only get her Wendy can only call them private, but they can't call her. They can't call Wendy Williams back. And she said she missed a phone call from her, and then
Correct.
and then Wendy called one time and they was on the phone for hours because she can't contact her back. If they do, she said she have heard that she's at one facility, but when they say Wendy Williams' name, they said there's nobody by that name. So obviously that they can't
Right.
communicate and pick up the phone and call. Do you agree? Do you believe that's true? Is his brother?
Um, to be honest with you, I don't know what's true and what's not true at this point. This is why I want to sit down and have a conversation with Tommy Williams so that we can unpack all of this and we can find out what is true and what is not true. I don't know what's true and what's not true. Um, but this is why everybody should tune in and watch the interview because it's going to be jarring. It is.
Yeah. So let the people know how can they view the interview because you have been in the business for over 15 years, if not more,
Mhm.
media, radio,
20,
etc.
20 years. Yes.
About
Thank
20
you.
years, you have met
Give my
Wendy.
accolades. Give my accolades.
You interview Wendy Williams. You interview people in the gay community. You
Yes.
interview celebrities. I mean, your resume
Correct.
is your resume. You've been knowing me for a long time. I met you
Yes.
through you in New York. I mean, you had everybody in New York on your show. So you know all the DJs. You just know that culture.
Yes.
And you know Wendy.
Yes.
You've been at her presence multiple times. So how
Yeah.
do people view
Yeah.
that
I,
interview?
I, well, first of all, I'll just say this. I've been around Wendy Williams multiple times, been at the studio multiple times, been to her birthday parties, been to the 500, the 500 episode party. I've worked for Wendy Williams at her comedy club. So I've been around Wendy Williams. Okay. And the part that Alex said was he knew that there was something wrong with her aunt immediately because she knows her aunt. Like if you've been around Wendy Williams, then you know that when there's something different or something wrong with her. And so she was right about that. You can find the interview that's going to come on tonight. I'm going to be doing tonight on my Facebook page. So it'll be Just Zoe Frost on Facebook. You can find me on YouTube as well. Just Zoe Frost.
Jess, Zoe, Frost, of course.
Frost, correct.
I will be watching, taking my notes
Hmm.
because I think it's very needed. We have been knowing each other
Right,
in this business a very long time. Relationships matter. Um,
right.
and I've been at it for a very long time. And so for us to reconnect, it's been amazing.
Mm.
And to see you come out of retirement.
Yeah,
Because you said
yeah,
you were
I
done.
am.
You was done with it. You didn't want to do it no more. Why did you stop? What made you stop and what made you say, hey, let me come on back?
Honestly, I had a lot of personal stuff that was going on. It's finances and as you know, Wiley, it takes a lot. Being an influencer when you want to do it seriously and you want to make it a business. It takes a lot of not just creative work, but business work and finances. And my finances just wasn't right when I was doing it, when I was younger, and I didn't know the business aspect of it. I'm great with like editing videos. I'm great with interviewing people and stuff like that. But when it came down to the business aspect of it, I didn't know nothing, and it caught up to me. So now I'm educated, business wise, and I'm making great moves. I have a production company now, and I'm just ready to get back out there and really like share stories. Give people a platform to come on and share their story. You know what I mean? Because I care about people.
Exact, because I was just checking my TikTok and I just had the guy on there. He commented on that. The man was like, he commented in your windows, locking your people up, had your kids, had your wife, and he just commented on my platform. But now he's broke. He's saying, I got money problems, I'm broke or whatever. He made a lot of
Hmm.
money, but if you don't know the business
You're
behind
right,
entertainment, you will get screwed. I'm still learning the business, right?
right,
Money
right.
is a business, and I'm learning it as I go. I don't want to quit whatever. I'm learning as I go because it's a business behind it. We got to know how to get the funding. Most of us don't know how to get grants. We don't know how to talk to
Hmm.
advertisers. We don't know how to
Correct.
get. We just don't know. And so for me trying to learn that, it's something. It's because when we first started, I don't think I did it. I didn't do it for the money. I just did it because I like to talk, interview people.
Hmm. Right.
But
It started off as a hobby. I think, not to cut you off, but
go
I
ahead.
think most YouTubers, when we first started, back when YouTube first came out in, I think, 2005, 2006, 7ish, is when we all emerged on YouTube. It was a hobby. We never took YouTube serious the way we take YouTube now. I don't even think Google thought that YouTube was going to expand and blow up to be what it is now. And now, YouTube has exploded and has blown up to be something big and something where you take serious. And you know I didn't take it serious then,
Right, because
but
I
now I
didn't
take
I
it
didn't take it when
serious.
I first saw it. I didn't take it serious. Now I'm taking it serious now. And guess what? It's still hard. I'm still broke compared to everybody like broke, don't have it. But you still gotta have the drive because the money is not gonna come in at a mighty win. It takes time so the money
Yes.
to like flow in the way it flow in. The problem is a lot of people don't see the money coming in and they, you know what, I'm done. Yeah, I'm
Right.
done. You
Exactly.
would never know because this business, and then also too, we coming in now in the business. You got Club Shake, you got all these big celebrities that already got a name and gets top leading sponsors because they relationship in sports, and we got to compete against that.
Right. And I'm gonna be honest with you. That's the one thing that I that frustrates me a little bit, because I just feel like, I mean, anyone and everybody is able to show off their talent and share their talent or whatever the case may be. But I feel like for people like you and I, we do this because we love media. We do this because we love the news. Growing up, we followed journalists. We followed the Ted Koppels. We followed the Oprah Winfrey's. We followed you know, the local news people that we see every day on the 5 and 6 and 11 o'clock news. So we like pop culture. You get what I'm saying? And I feel like a lot of people jump into this arena that we're in that don't necessarily enjoy news and pop culture. They do it for fame. To them, this is the quickest way to get famous. This is the quickest way to keep their name buzzing. When me and you, Wiley, we do it for the art of journalism. You know what I mean? Like we would take a week before we drop a story because we're investigating. People don't investigate. What people do today is they'll jump on social media and take a story and run with that story and keep it going and keep it going. When me and you, what we do is we investigate. Okay, we find a story on Instagram, or we find a story on TikTok, we find a story on Facebook or wherever, but we're not going to rush to go, put it out there. We're going to investigate to find more information about this story and the people who's involved in the story, and then put it out there. And that's the appropriate way of doing it. It's called integrity. That's what it's called. And I think that a lot of people don't have integrity anymore when it comes down to this whole, media stuff.
Do you feel
You
like,
think
because
so?
like a lot of times I believe that. Do you also feel that you're ready to come back?
Oh, I'm more than ready. I'm ready.
You
Gonna be a
ready?
little. I'm gonna be a little cocky right now. I'm more than ready. And when I come back, kid, it's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be. When I say I'm like I'm looking in the sky right now at God. Like I'm telling you, it's gonna be crazy.
Yeah, because
It's gonna be crazy.
I'm excited. You know what I'm saying? I'm back in the Dallas studio next week. I'm excited for the conversation. I'm excited that you're back with
Yes.
with your interview with Tommy Windwell's brother. Many people say he was a clout chaser. He's this and this, but they didn't understand the relationship. And he stopped doing videos too, because he don't even do
Um.
YouTube videos no more. Because he was doing
What
videos at one point.
What I would say this. What I would say about Tommy is Tommy is like his sister. Tommy is very talkative. Tommy is very cool. He's real down to earth. Yeah, people say he's a cloud chaser. People say, yeah, he tries to live with his sister or whatever the case may be. Um, maybe there's a little bit of truth to that. Maybe a little bit, just a slight bit of truth to it. But for the most part, when you're around Tommy and you talk to Tommy, you'll see for yourself that Tommy is just a lovable, friendly, outgoing person, and he has a whole lot to say. Sometimes he says too much, just like his sister. It runs in the family like that. That whole family, they're talkers. That whole family, the whole entire family, they're all talkers.
Yeah,
If you talk to
because
this, I'm sorry.
I agree. I agree with someone said, but while they're exploiting Wendy, they aren't pushing Bruce Willis in front of a camera and filming it for the world to see. Why do this to Wendy?
because because this is something that Wendy wanted to do. It's something that Wendy wanted. Wendy is the executive producer of this docuseries. So this is something that Wendy wants to do. You know what I mean? I mean, think about it. All these years that you know this stuff has been going on, Wendy has not said anything about it. Nothing from Wendy has came out about it. She's been quiet. Her team kind of been quiet about it. But now, with everything that's happening now, I guess she feel like she's ready. She's
And
ready
then
to
people
talk. She's ready to
forget
chat.
Wendy signed a contract.
Right. She signed a deal. Look,
She signed.
this this is a woman that needs money in the process too. So so whatever it takes for her to get back into the spotlight, whatever it takes for her to get some bread, she gonna do. Also too, Wendy loves the camera. I will never forget when I talked to Kevin, her ex-husband. When I spoke to him, the one thing he said to me was Wendy loved the roar of the crowd. Wendy loves being in front of the camera. Wendy loves being amongst her people, her Wendy watchers, her listeners. Wendy loves people. She loves being the center of attention. And she knows how to turn it on and turn it off when need be. But she loves the roar of the crowd. So this is not foreign to me. It's not foreign. Eventually, Wendy was going to come out with a book, a movie, a docu. Something was going to come out eventually about something to let us in and let us know what's going on with Wendy. So
And I'd rather for her to take advantage than somebody else take advantage of it, because again, she still have to pay bills. Like she still
of
have a
course,
lifestyle to accustomed. The conservative's not doing it for free. She's on a salary. Um, Everybody around her. So yeah. So are you gonna watch if it do come out? Are you gonna view it
of
and
course.
review it on your
So
channel?
I'm gonna review it, and then I'm also gonna jump on the Miss Jones morning show here in New York, and I'm gonna be doing a review with Miss Jones about it as well.
All right, and
So
because Miss
I'm gonna be.
Jones,
I'm
yeah,
sorry.
she came out about Wendy and that she finally found out that she moved, and because no one knew
Hmm.
that Wendy had moved from New York to wherever she's at.
Right. Correct.
They kept that a secret, and then we found that tea from her
Right. But you
radio.
know what? I want to make this point because people say like Wendy's broke, Wendy's broke, Wendy's broke. Wendy's not broke. Wendy still has some money. What it is that Wendy now has to ask for her money. Wendy has somebody, a guardianship to watch over her finances, and they basically just gives her an allowance. So it's like if she wants $80,000 pair of earrings, that person would say, "Well, Wendy, do you think that it's feasible enough for you to have that?" Or Wendy, I don't think that you should have that. You know what I mean? Like that's basically what it is. When Wendy is upset because she can't control her money, and one thing about cancers, and I'm a cancer, so that's another reason why I feel so close and invested into the situation, is that I know how us cancers operate. We are very controlling when it comes down to ourselves. We don't want nobody to tell us anything about ourselves. We don't want nobody telling us what to do, how to do it, when to do it. We don't know. We don't want that. We don't play those games. We don't like that. We want to do what we want to do when we want to do it. And if other people don't understand it or get it, that's fine. You'll understand and you'll get it later. And that's just how us cancers are. So I think that's the frustrating part with Wendy. But she has money. She
I'm
has
just
money, people.
I'm just reading something here
Hmm.
on the Root. They had a headline. This is the headline. They said Wendy Williams denied privacy and grace to other celebrities. The internet thoughts on what she deserved. They were saying pretty much how this article is. Wendy didn't give anybody grace, or she talked about people's private business. So why should we now give her this privacy when she was in her prime? She did not do that for others. So what's your thoughts on that? This is like on the root.
But see that's the narrative that everybody want to spend. Oh, Wendy's asking for privacy. Wendy's not asking for privacy. If Wendy was asking for privacy, then this docu series wouldn't be coming out. He wouldn't be executive producer on this docu series, and it would be called an unauthorized docu series if it was something that she didn't want to do. But she's on it. Her name is attached to it. She wants to do it. She signed documentation to say okay. She approved it. So this whole narrative, Wendy put everybody else on blast, so why should we give her privacy? No, she's not saying that. She's not saying that. She wants to be in front of the camera. And you're gonna hear this. You're gonna see this in the docu series. She wants to be out there. She wants people to see her, even if she isn't in her right mind. She still wants to go out there and wingle and shimmy and be in front of the crowd. She wants that.
Well, you guys, y'all heard it here. Jezzo is going to prepare to interview Tommy Wells in an exclusive interview on his YouTube channel. My moderator have already posted that in there in the
Thank you.
chat, and we will be watching. Thank you so very much for coming on the show.
Yes. Thank you for having me. And you know, like always, I always tell you, I'm so proud of you. I'm so proud of everything that you have going on. You keep on doing what you do. Don't let nobody stop you from doing what you do. And and keep your foot on these people's necks. You know.
Well, thank you so very much, and love you. And I can't when
I
I
love you,
do ever
brother.
get to New York, I can't wait to meet you.
Listen. With me and you out here in media, it's about to be a problem. It's about to be a problem. You out there in the Midwest. I'm out here on the East Coast. It's about to be a problem. It's about to be a problem. Okay, I ain't gonna name no names, but I'm watching. I'm gonna talk my mess right now. I'm watching y'all. I listen. I went away, but I'm watching, and I'm telling you now. Wiley got the Midwest. I'm tackling the East Coast and the West Coast, and it's about to be a problem. Trust and believe.
Best believe. Thank you so very much.
All right.
Y'all go to his YouTube channel. I have it on the screen here. Shout out to Terry. Thank you for posting information. And when
Thank
it
you.
drops, everybody's going to. So this is going to be live, correct?
This is gonna be live. This is gonna be live. I'm waiting for him to text me the link so that way I can link up with him and I'll post them on my platforms. Follow me on Facebook, Zofrost, on Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube, just Zofrost. Follow me on there and I'll post everything, let you know like when it's going, like minutes before it happens. I'll post on there and I'll let you know when it's about to happen. So I'm just waiting for him to drop a text, and we're gonna do this.
All right. Thank you so very much.
Okay. And
All right.
thank you to you. Thank you to your followers, because every time I jump up on here, your followers is always showing me love. They always showing me grace. So thank you to all of y'all, to the Wiley watchers. I named them. I'm sorry. I'm going to take that. The Wiley watchers. Okay. So shout out to all the Wiley watchers. Thank you for always showing me love and grace and being cool with me. And thank you, Wiley.
Thank you.
All
Okay.
right.
Wow. Thank you.
All right.
All right. Bye
See
bye.
y'all.
All
Bye
right.
bye.
Man. All right. So that was amazing, you guys. We're about to shift gears here, and we're about to get into this situation with Porsha and her ex-husband, or about to be ex-husband. First and foremost, Porsha is a gold digger. Porsha wanted this African Nigerian scammer. She wanted him for a come up. He's suing immigration because they deny his citizenship because they said he is a criminal. And Porsha was like, listen, I tried to get you in the country. We tried to get these millions. You ain't really no millionaire. You ain't nothing but a scammer. Take him back to this country. I don't believe no immigrant should be in this country illegally. I don't believe no immigrant, if you commit crime, you should be pushed back to your native land, pushed back to your continent. Let that be a Nigerian problem. We don't need any more Nigerian scammers in our country. I'm a huge advocate for that. And that's how it goes. I don't feel like those type of people should be in this country committing vicious crimes, scamming. So when it came out, I said I'm not shocked because a lot of people from Nigerian they scam. They scam and they scam and they scam. And it's a lot of scammers. A lot of people from the islands coming here scamming people because in their countries or their island or the continent, they have nowhere to survive. In order to afford fufu rice and jello rice and all of that type of stuff and cocoa bread, a lot of them have to scam to get it. So they don't know how to stop scamming. A lot of them, when they came out of their mother's womb and their father having multiple wives, and they had to just scam and scam and scam and scam and scam. So when they come to America, America is the land of milk and honey and the land that you can scam. So I personally believe that I'm not shocked at all. Porsha is going back on the Real Housewives of Atlanta. She's going to get a multi-million-dollar check. Probably about $2 to $3 million deal. She's going to come with a great storyline, a very entertaining storyline. It's not the Real Housewives of Atlanta, the real, scammers of Atlanta, right? They scam their way around. She used her yoni to scam, and it's okay. You know what I'm saying? I'm not shocked. I'm not surprised. I'm so glad we don't have to see Candy crying and fake storyline and ugly storyline, her mom and that bad, tied, loose, depressed, dry chicken that she sell at Old Lady Gang. I'm just excited that we are having a real, true storyline of an African scammer. So we're going to see how that's going to operate when it come about. When it come about, but again, a lot of these Africans they come here to scam. You know what I'm saying? They have to do it. Not all of them, but a lot of them come here and scam. Nigeria is one of the most scam nation ever. One of the most scamming parts of the continent. Scam, huge scammers over there. They do these Nigerian scammers. And so I'm not surprised. Like when you look at the top leading scamming parts of Africa, Nigeria is in the top in the top. It's right there in the top. So it definitely is in that way. And it's just really sad, seeing that. And her husband is nothing but a scammer. And I'm 100%. I believe in immigration. I believe that our immigration system is broken, but we don't need any more of these scammers in our country. We just definitely don't. So I support our immigration system to get them out and get them out immediately. You're fired. Fire him. He need to get out all of this massive scamming and just have to cease. We have too much going on in our country to allow those outsiders from the jungles of Nigeria to come here and to scam our people. We have to 1000% stop the scamming. And this is why I'm standing as an advocate, as an American, as a Black American. I was born in this country. I'm not an African American. I'm an American. So I personally believe that they should not be allowed to continue to scam. It's hurting our bottom line. And it's just really not good at all. And I'm 1000% going to stand for that and do that at all. Quiet on the set. Quiet. Y'all making all that noise. I'm trying to do my show. Quiet on the set. Don't tell me no. I said quiet. All right, excuse me. I'm so sorry that they was making a lot of noise in the background. My nieces and nephews in that type of way. Lord, come on next week so I can ever get on this plane. Anyway, the biggest scammers. No, not necessarily, Tisha. No. I don't scam. I'm in America. America's one of the best, the beautiful country ever. And we don't do a lot of scamming. If you compare America to other countries, we're the most wealthy country ever. We do maybe about 5% of America's maybe 0.5% scam. It's not but Nigeria, when you compare it, about 200% of Nigerians come over here, about 200-300% of them coming over here there and they're scamming. Look at what's going on in Haiti. Haiti comes over here and they be over here scamming and stuff like that. And so a lot of them come over here with the witchcraft and a lot of the scamming, but that's what they have to do. I listen, they grow up in poor, their leaders sold them out for economical gain, and their leaders are overweight and they're making a lot of money, and they're coming into that type of way. I have a cousin, he's from Nigeria, and he had to get deported because he was scamming the people. He was really scamming everybody for their social security checks, and they deported him back. I have Nigeria in my blood, but my Nigeria in my blood, the scam gene from Nigeria, it have not activated, and I'm so honored for that, because when I check my DNA ancestry, I'm in some parts of Nigerian. You know what I'm saying? I've never visited Nigeria in that type of way. I eventually will go and visit, and I will have my cameras, and I will take my team, and we will go there and we ask, why is this scamming so prevalent in Nigeria? So we're gonna keep it clean. We're not gonna make a big thing about it, because people have every right to come to this country, but I want people to come to this country legally. And a lot of people are coming in committing crimes. And this brother Simon here have committed vicious crime. His criminal record is so extensive. We don't need those type of people in this country committing crimes. We welcome everybody from this country. This country is a country of all walks of life, but we want people in this country that is coming here legally. This is why when my colleague, he always stand up saying, "Make America great again." So we must have people in this country that's going to make America great again. And we can't allow having this country to be great again when we're allowing scammers to come into this country. Not saying that everybody from that is scammers, but we definitely we just can't allow it. We just really can't allow it. And so we are really fighting really hard to get more information about it, but we are definitely in that type of way. They said, Wiley, shut up. That is what she said. You're lying. Go to your museum. See the amount of stolen artifacts they took from Africa and Indians and Arab countries. Well, again, ma'am, I respectfully disagree with you in that type of way. America don't do that. America is one of the greatest countries ever. If we went so great, why is people from the Trinidad is coming here, from Jamaica coming here? And let's not even talk about Jamaica, the crime there. They just, the Department of Justice, or the Department of, the State Department had just put out a red alert about the crime that's going on in Jamaica, all the vicious crime, the robberies and the stuff that's going on with the crimes. So it's just really upsetting that it really happened with the vicious crime. And so in Jamaica, you know what I'm saying? And a lot of people can't even go on the streets of Jamaica and get jerk chicken. They're getting robbed. And so that's why our Secretary of State, our beautiful State Department, have telling folks, don't go to Jamaica. You won't even get your Stella Got a Groove back. You may get your purse snatched in Jamaica. So again, and this is why a lot of my people that are watching this broadcast, they're canceling their trips to Jamaica because of the high vicious crime there. A lot of people want to go to Jamaica. They don't want to go to Jamaica and get their purse snatched. They don't want to go to Jamaica and they're going to get jerk chicken, and they're getting their shoes snatched, because a lot of people in Jamaica, you know what I'm saying, it's really sad. And it's a hard truth, because I have a lot of people that's from Trinidad, and I have a lot of people that's from Jamaica that watch my show, and they don't want to admit this. They don't want to admit it, but it's a lot of heavy crime in Jamaica and also in Nigeria. Honestly, I really believe it. And so we'll open up the phone lines and allow you all to call in But we are not done, you guys, because we got some more stuff to talk about in this particular broadcast. I'm seeing what y'all saying in the chat here. Double Agent Peaches is from Jamaica. People from Jamaica saying that is false news. It's actually safe. While in the background of the daycare center, you want to go to Jamaica, go to Flatbush, Brooklyn, peas and rice, and oxtail. Well, again, I would definitely see about it, but we're gonna mind our business, and this is what we do. We mind our business, and we do what we have to do here, and we don't play no games. So let's talk about Larry Reid. You guys, hi. Larry Reid, Dr. Pedo Reid here. Definitely, we also had to talk about his employee, the witch. We definitely had to talk about his employee, the witch. Give me 1 second. Come on. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. Okay. We definitely got to talk about the witch here. And 1 second, you guys. I'm going to wait till they calm down. Okay. 1 second. Okay. I really... Okay, I'm going to just keep going because if I go out there, it's going to be some trouble. Anyway, let's talk about Larry Reid. I will be leaving next week and I will not be returning. We won't be turning around. Anyway, before I was able to, while I was packing up my bags to go back to safety in my safe house, we was what? Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. Just give me 1 second. Just give me 1 second. I can't. They just doing too much. Come on now. Stop doing that. Sit down. I promise you. Sit down. I'm trying to do my Chinese flight. You making all that noise. You don't do that. It don't make no sense. I have to leave next week because these kids. Before we get to Larry Reid, because I'm telling y'all, these kids. I got to leave next week. I promise you. Before we get to this, I got to leave. I just can't have this. These kids are kids. Like I just don't understand it. But nevertheless, these kids. I got to go. I got to go to the safe house. I gotta go. They talk best, and believe me, I just got to go because it could trigger, and I know I'm from the old school. I came from the era of peace, but I got to go next week. They listen. I will be gone next week because these kids. That's what they do. They do that, and the cameras is on. Because I blame the council culture, we and I just I just have to just go. I already got my backpack. I already got my backpack. Wherever else and stuff, they could just ship it to me in FedEx. I just got to go. These kids, they just disobedient. And the old Wiley, I believe. I believe in discipline. I believe in discipline, and I can't be the disciplinarian. So I will just go. You know what I'm saying? Just whatever. That's all I can say, Chuck. These kids, I can't. Back in the day, what back in the day, you parents could be parents. You know what I'm saying? But now you really can't. These parents just do whatever. I can't agree with it. I got to go. I got to go next week, and it's very quick. This is a very quick trip, very, very quick trip, and very, very, very quick trip. Next week can't get here fast enough. I done already told my job that's it. I did all my last days there. That is done. Okay. I'm about to go on back, get my job at Walmart. I'm gonna go work at Walmart and stuff like that. I got a Latino friend, Paul. He got opening for construction work. I already told him I could put some drywall up, some light fixtures up, TVs up, and everything. I already told him we'll be working with him and doing some construction work. I don't know nothing about construction, but that I will learn how to do it. Shout out to my Latino brother. But anyway, but next week we'll be gone. We're back in the Dallas studio because again, I just get is just out of control because it's like it's more kids and kids. Last time I checked, my mother is almost in her 60s, and she ain't got. I'm her oldest child, and her youngest child is sitting in prison. So I don't understand all these other kids. I just got to go, child. I got to go. Y'all have one, and I'm coming back from my mama for Mother's Day for the Mother's Day concert. We're gonna go to Mother's, and I'm getting back on the plane. Listen. The Mother's Day concert is at that time. We're gonna go to the Mother's Day concert. I'm gonna take a quick little nap, pack my bags, hit the plane, and I'm out of here. I will come back for Mother's Day for our Mother's Day concert because I like that's gonna be our thing. I'm gonna be the type of person. Let me say this really quickly before we do that. The kids have won. I have tried to come here to be a peacemaker, try to do peace. I tried to do that. They have won the negotiations. I have tried to set all nations at the table. They have overthrown the peace. I am going back to the headquarters. We are retreating. They have overthrown it. I have tried to come here and be the peacemaker. I've tried to come here and do the peacemaker, and I really can't do the peacemaker. And because we are a peacemaker, but we cannot have, we can't not do anything. We just got to, just by words and and to keep up with the peace. I have to just pack my bags and go. This have been really. I just got to get out of here. Okay. Anyway, wow. You can't sacrifice yourself for this. You can't. Why would you get by that door? You know I'm doing the show. Get away from that door. You get right by that door. Get by that door one more time. Let me take my blood pressure medicine. Because I just don't understand that. Let me check my blood pressure. Hold on. Let me check my blood pressure. Let me check my blood pressure. It's almost. Let me check my blood pressure. Give me 1 second before we get entertainment. This is like real life. I do have to check my blood pressure because my blood pressure has been up and my blood pressure having up and everything. I just do want to check it before we get to the Larry Reid. The nieces, they definitely have one. It just let me check my blood pressure. Okay. Oh Lord, Let me just take my blood pressure. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Bye sha ta ta ta. Let me just check my blood pressure. I just want to just check my blood pressure for a second. Maybe I'll just go to the ER and just be in there for a couple of days. At least I can get a meal in peace. Yeah. Let me see. Okay. I'm raving a white flag. I have tried. Okay, let me relax my body. Let me relax my body. Okay. Give me 1 second. All right. Oh, it's 140/97. 140/97. Okay. It's kind of high, but let me take my blood pressure medicine. 140/97. It's a little elevated, and okay. Anyway, woo. Okay, my Wiley looking good. I see the way I see it too. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, that is high, so I had to take it. So it's a lot of stress. Okay, how well you need to take your blood? It's a lot. So soon when I'm in Dallas, the blood pressure just is fine. It's just as fine. It's not elevated. It's not all that stress. But nevertheless, these people, they just leave their kids here, and I love when you acknowledge my comments. I love it. Anyway. So my sister and everybody leave their kids, and it's just like they just leave them. But anyway, I will get it. I gotta get to Larry Reid. So we gotta get to Larry Reid, then we get into my business. But we definitely got to talk about Larry Reid in this particular situation, and his employee, the witch. This man, Larry Reid, did a show with the witch. Okay. This man and Craig the Writer. Craig the Writer is one of the old school queens from Atlanta. He is a bottom, very good in bed, an amazing writer, very good in bed. He have worked with T.S. Madison, been in T.S. Madison bed. Him and Chi Chi got involved in the bedroom multiple times over and over and over. His stroke game is amazing. So Craig the Writer came out and admitted and said he believed that Vincent was intimate with Larry Reid. And Larry Reid came out and said, yes, me and Vincent was together, but it's private. We didn't talk about it or whatever. And many people say, oh, Wiley, he admitted that he slept with Vincent. Yes, but I told the witch, did you talk about the HPV? See, the different things in, and I called Armand Wiggins. I said, Armand Wiggins, tomorrow I'm writing a story that you're going to interview Larry Reid, and I'm going to give you 10 questions that you should ask Larry Reid. Because he said, well, I'm going to do an interview in California, and I already know what they're going to ask. I'm going to give you 10 questions, and I'm going to see if you're really real. I'm going to help you out. Because the main question should be, Larry Reid, do you got HPV? Yes or no? Do you got HPV? Larry Reid, did you sleep with the guy from Trinidad and infected him with HPV? See, Armand Wiggins, I'm a little triggered because you're reaching out for him for an interview, and he's paying you for this interview. You already know he's going to send you about a $5,000 to $10,000 donation to your show, because he said out of the chat that somebody sent him a $10,000 donation, said send all the men back to Trinidad. The woman that he talking about on his Patreon, she's a whole woman that deal with other women. See, on his show, most of them women are not straight women. There are women that deal with women and men deal with man and man. So this ain't a ministry like your grandma age. Some of them are straight, but most of them, they go both ways. They play with them, they commit adultery, they commit fornication. Anybody, all the sins, you can go to the LRA network, the High Society network over there, LRA. You could do it. You want to boo-boo on somebody, you can do it. You going to heaven anyhow. You want to cheat on your husband, wife, cousin, mama, you can do it. And you're going to heaven. So that's what he believed. And that's why he have all them hundreds of thousands of people giving him money. So when I was saying that he's not going to be canceled, I said the only one that can cancel Larry Reid is God, and that health going to be canceled. So that's the only one. Until then, you think them stupid people going to stop giving? No. They love it because Larry Reid is flesh. He survived the flesh. He catered to the flesh. He said you can play with yourself, with your flesh. The man have an OnlyFans said, keep making your flesh feel good. He ain't nothing but a feel-good flesh preacher, teacher of the flesh. He's not telling you not to commit sin. He can't tell you that because he commits sin. The man just admitted that he committed fornication with another man, flesh. So, and then the man said, well, I done already predicted that the guy from Trinidad was going to say this. Yeah, you predicted it. You know why? Because you knew he was going to tell on you. That ain't no prediction, stupid. Then he said, y'all better stop my lawyers. Go get your lawyers. Shut up and go get them, dummy. Ain't nobody scared of your lawyers. Every lawsuit that I had, I never lost. Well, keep trying to do the lawsuit, stupid. I do personally believe that you are misusing the funding of the church's money. I personally believe that you are misusing the church's money to fund your boy toys. I do personally believe, in the words of Vincent allegedly, that you're using the church's money to screw Vincent. I do believe that you use the church's money to infect these people with the HPV. I truly do believe that you are using the church's money for them apartments to screw the Dookie Dungeon and to screw those men. Now go file your lawsuit. But I can guarantee you, you're going to have to fight it. You're going to have to, baby, you're going to have to spend that money. Because everybody said, Vincent said you use the church's money. Craig the Writer said you use the church's money. Bishop Whitehead said you using the church's money. Tasha K said you using the church's money. Well, baby, you're going to have to spend it. You're going to have to serve me. We go on the court. We going to sit there and you're going to spend the money. Ain't no giving it up. You're going to have to spend it. Start with the threats. That don't scare me. You can keep on threatening. Don't talk about it. Be about it. You sick, man. You sick. Don't talk about it. Stop with the threats. Go file it. Stop all that talking. Go file it. And we'll see who's going to win. I guarantee you're going to be spending some money. Because you look at all these people saying you did it. And the main witness that I'm bringing is the dude from Trinidad with the nipples that separated from the left and the right said you gave him HPV. And he said he gave it to his girlfriend. So come on, baby. It's going to be a battle among all battles. We ain't afraid of that threat. Sit down with your foolish self, you sick, twisted, bald-headed demon. You sick. And we don't care if you file a law. We ain't scared of no lawyers. I ain't gonna let no sick man that allegedly got HPV turn me around. Shut up and go file that lawsuit. And hope that them bumps don't show on your face. Go file it. Everybody else talking about it, shut up. My lawyers wasn't happy. Shut up. Your lawyers, dummy. Yo, who you think we believe in that? Oh my God, Larry, we your lawyers, we unhappy. Of course they unhappy because the more you book them, the more they get paid. Dummy. You ain't scaring me because a civil lawsuit like we gonna be scared. Go file it. I guarantee you gonna have to fight it. We both gonna be going in court. Go right ahead. And I want you to file it, and then you go to LA and do an interview with Armand, another sick person. Go file it. Who go do it today? Go do it. Tell your lawyer to type it up in the complaint, and I guarantee we're going to fight it. That's going to be a fight, but you're going to have to fight that. Because all the people said you got the HPV. The guy from Trinidad said you got it. You didn't talk about it on your employee channel. You didn't talk about it on the employee channel. Talk about that. And last time I checked, I spelled your name correctly. You say, as long as you just spell my name correctly, I don't care. But if you say I'm misappropriating the funds, I'm going to sue. Well, go ahead and sue, sick man. Sue. Go file it. Go file it. Because you got all these people. Ain't nowhere in the world. Do you know how sick you got to be to admit that you took it up the rectum and got infected with HPV? Do you know how sick you got to be to admit that to the world? And then said, I gave it to a woman that's pregnant with my child or I'm getting married to. She got the HPV. Do you know how sick you got to be to admit that? And if he don't got that, then you need to sue the man from Trinidad. That don't scare me. You've been saying threatening lawsuits forever. Go file it. You got to file that paperwork. You got to sue. Get your cease and desist. Go right ahead. Go do it. Go right ahead. Now, would you win? It's in the court. It's about who got the better story. You got to go through that. Go right ahead. Because that don't scare me. Like all that stuff that you threatening with the witch, and you saying on that platform, ain't nobody scared of that. Everybody been talking about it. You got all these people saying it. The guy from Trinidad said you gave him HPV. This ain't something I got up in the air and I seen with it land. That brother said it on Armand Wiggins' best friend show. He also said it on Tasha K show on TashaKLive.com. That man said it. Then Vincent said that you was in a 15-year-old relationship, got it in. Vincent said in his video, Your Honor, that he did do something to Levante. Then the guy from Trinidad said that Larry Reid did something to Levante. I personally believe that you need a whole RICO charge. And the last time I checked with a RICO charge, you can deal with hearsay. Hello. Because that seemed to me a whole little RICO charge to happen with Larry Reid. Honestly, I don't know. But it sounded like a little RICO. It sounded like a little coke going on over there in that basement. And then he go around Wiggins, I'm going to do an interview. I'm going to do an interview in LA. Well, go do the interview with Armand Wiggins. Go in that studio, twirl around in that seat. You still going to get dragged because Armand ain't going to ask you the tough questions. First of all, I would tell Armand Wiggins, I urge you to take him to the clinic. You pick the clinic and him take a test for HPV. Your friend, your boyfriend is friends with people that run clinics. Tell him to test that blood to see do he got HPV. That'll knock it out the park. I bet you won't do that. So go right ahead and did it. And then Armand Wiggins, you mad because Larry put it out. Larry talked too much. Of course he's gonna tell a T that you went that he going on to do an interview. Of course, Larry talk a lot. Good. You thought that was going to be a secret. You was going to shake up the internet because you got Larry Reid coming up. You ain't no Tasha Cat. If you was really Tasha Caramel, because you would have flew down to Mexico while he's screwing those boy toys, and you would have got the interview already. You late behind it. You too lazy with your lazy behind. Get up and spend that money you spend in Gucci and spending Prada and get on a plane and book an Airbnb and interview Larry Reid and get the tea. You late. You should have been got it. If that was Tasha Cat, she would have flew down and got it. You lazy. Tasha big get it. Tasha was running a well-oiled machine and getting coin while she doing it. Now, the pink wig guy, why you ain't on the show, you doing a sit-down interview, and I can guarantee you, which Larry gonna be on camera, and he ain't gonna be under no thing, because when he come on your platform, this how he talk. So, yeah, I just got in the room. With my boy toys. And I just want you all to know that I did get it in with Vincent. Why on the heavens and God green earth would Vincent share that he is disgruntled? And I told you, everybody want to know why did you get the recording? But I find out that Vincent was telling Craig all my business, and that's why you was ordered to get on the phone with Vincent and to record it. And you see the witch, he tried to be a spokesman. You a bad spokesman, because that video to get 60, 70,000 views, 80,000 views. Vincent's still narrative is stronger. And then Larry Reid, he up there posting a receipt. Look at all the money I got. Of course you still gonna get money, but you're spending it on the boy toys and allegedly giving them the HPV with the CHSH. CASH. And you're allegedly giving people with the HPV. So no matter how many PayPals you are penetrating people in the bread basket, running a dookie gate, going against scripture, every dollar you giving is going to your boy toys. And still took some of your boy toys to Mexico with your daughters. You are bold. And wondering about who worried about your lawyers. I ain't scared of no civil lawsuit, baby. That's civil. Go get it. Go get it. I would love to dress up in a nice Gucci suit, in a civil suit. I love the media attention that's going to come. It's going to be great media attention. You sue by Larry Reid, media attention. Going to be about 55,000 YouTubers. You got to use it, and you're going to have to fund it. You're going to spend that money. All right. We thank you. That's all you do. I just want y'all to know, my lawyers is watching. They unhappy. We're going to sue. I have not lost any. That's a lie. You did lose one particular lawsuit. You had to pay $20,000. Then your team had to scramble to file, have to do a whole, they have to wind up appealing the case and all that good stuff. Then you stop talking about the preachers. Come on now. Come on. Yeah. So when I saw that last night on the Wish platform, I said, well, I want to talk about this on my show, because this man, okay, you admitted that you screwed Vincent. I don't care nothing about that. What I care about is the guy from Trinidad, and did you give that man HPV? And the employee, he supposed to be so of integrity, you didn't ask that man that question, and you rushed off the air. You knew it's a narrative. You had no choice but to admit with Vincent, he got the evidence. But what about the proof with the guy from Trinidad and the HPV allegations? That's the tea here, and you infected a real woman with it as well, because he infected the boyfriend from Trinidad, infected Lester, infected his girlfriend. That's the tea. And then we go right back to Levantre, because Levantre said you did these days. Then King Jive said you gave something to his god brother, baby. You trying to protect Larry. You can't protect that. You even deleted your response video to Vincent. You admitted that you screwed Vincent. Meaning, that could open the door. Did you misuse your relationship to groom him to get the draws as a boss? You admitted that? Go file that lawsuit. You're going to have to fight it, and you may not win. You may win, you may not win, but guess what? You're going to be spending the church's money. You're going to be spending that money in the courtroom good. You spending it on Dookie, on giving people Dookie gate. You go behind in the thing. This ain't no slander. You go back in the rectum, Your Honor. When you in the rectum area, what's in the rectum? Doo-doo. That was in the rectum area. Last time I checked, Your Honor, when you go use the toilet, what come out when you do a number two? Doo-doo. That's what come up out of that. Dookie. That's what would come out of there. So this ain't nothing but a Dookie empire. Go. Dookie go. That's what it is. So, and Vincent said it all. I don't care if the man said it was scripted or not. It ain't scripted. The thing is, Vincent you confirmed Vincent's story that you and Vincent was getting it in. And then you tried, well, me and Lisa was on and off for 18 years because you were cheating the majority of it, according to Vincent's timeline, 15 years of the 18. So you didn't even address this guy from Trinidad marrying your cousin Latrice. Come on, or do you really want to open up a lawsuit so we get immigration to be on the front row? Baby, everybody, their mama gonna be subpoenaed. Mm-hmm. Come on. So that one number the Dookie gate. Baby, they was selling Latrice, and Latrice not even pretty. Ugh. She ain't even good looking, but they was selling off to the highest bidder to keep your man and your boy toys in check. Yikes, yikes, yikes. But y'all heard it for yourself, child. That man literally went on the video and he said, I admit that me and Vincent got it in, that it was private. Vincent should have never shared a private moment. I don't tell lies. I don't like to talk about my personal life and what goes on. You talk about everybody else's personal life. How you gonna try to keep your personal life private when you talked about Bishop T.D. Jakes, E. Dewey Smith, Juanita Bynum, Kim Burrell, William McCray, all these other people' personal lives, many Kojic bishops and bishops in North Carolina, South Carolina, and Alabama, Atlanta. You talk about everybody's personal life, but your personal life you want to keep private. Are you dumb or are you stupid? Because you ain't making sense here. How do you want your personal private life private when your business, you built a Dookie empire by talking about people's private life? The same thing you said about Bishop Whitehead, and didn't even come out, made a joke that he scammed the people and he robbed his own church. When it came out, he was telling the truth. And you didn't clean that up. So I want you to know where it's got Pastor Jamal Bryant, all these people, and then the people in the chat, they said, Larry, they were deleting comments in the Wish platform because they were asking questions like, I believe this got to be true, Larry. Every day you got multiple allegations. Did you do it? And he had no choice but to admit with Vincent. He got the videotapes and everything. And then other man's up in it. Ooh, I feel women. I see why some of y'all be itching. Y'all got yeast infections. Let's look who y'all dealing with. Y'all dealing with the Larry Reid's child. Oh, my God. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. So I said, we're going to brag about this on the platform. I'm going to drop a story tomorrow about the question that Larry Reid should be asked by Armand Wiggins. I feel like this would be great for Armand Wiggins to finally have somebody in the studio instead of him just having them chairs twirling around by himself. I feel like Armand Wiggins is a disgrace because he did not address this story, get ahead of the story, and I will help him with the questions, and we will put it on our website of the questions that he should ask Larry Reid. And I will be reviewing it right after it aired. We will be going live because it's going to be some of our highest views ever. Tasha K is already ahead of the game because she had already aired this out. Tasha K have already did it on her website, and she have already broadcast on her website all over the country and the world. Right now, they're saying that Tasha K have made $200,000 off of that interview, off of Larry Reid interview. They said she made $200,000. That was the last calculation from someone close to her team. Said she made about 200 grand. So Tasha K is making money, and most of the money is going to all of those trust funds, those trusts that she have, all of those revocable trusts, island trusts, all of those, Latasha Kibi, all the Kibi trusts. This is all going to those trusts, but she's making a lot of bread in there, and she's hiding it from Cardi. So we shall see more about it. And I'm going to open up the phone lines and to see if any of y'all want to call in. I want to say God bless you to each and every one of y'all. Y'all have been such good stewards of listening to this broadcast. And I want to hear what y'all got to say in this show because I want to hear y'all thoughts. All right. What do y'all have to say about all of this, any of this? And I want to get y'all on the show. So if anybody want to say something, the number is on the screen here. 972-674-9462. If you want to say something, you are more than welcome to come on the show at this time. And yeah, I would love to get your thoughts of the matter of this, and we will keep y'all updated of anything that comes up with this particular Larry Reid gig. And I am 1,000% bring it to your attention. Hello, you live on the Wiley Show.
Yes, Wally. I want to say this about Larry Reid. Why now? Why admit it now? How long ago did the Mr. Hall blew the whistle? Why now? So honestly, I think it's more to it. It's deeper, and I think he knows stuff is going to come out. So what the heck? Why not just admit it right now? Because he could have been came out the first day when Mr. V. Hill mentioned it, right?
Facts. And then also too, it was a witch, a tarot card reader said that everything is true about Larry, and they said some more scandals gonna come out, and Larry gonna have to force to apologize. Some tarot card reader came out last year with that about Larry Reid. They said someone DM'd this and they said, Wiley, I was going down my timeline on YouTube and came across this. I don't believe all psychics. However, I was curious to know. And you were right. She said Larry Reid got fired at BT. Larry said they wasn't paying him right. Lies. She also said that Larry Reid, all Larry do is F word. Okay. And yes, him and CTV F word. Larry will be going to court, and once the information about Larry goes nationwide, his people will be leaving one by one. And yes, he was messing with young boys, according to the psychic, and he said he will give a public apology. The only thing that Larry said was true was he was violated. Wiley, this reading was a year ago. Wow.
And I want to say I believe it. And honestly, I think more is going to come out, but it's going to come out real soon. So I think he's just trying to jump ahead of it. But he messed up because when V Hall dropped that, that's when you should have came out and admitted it. Don't wait now. Why wait now? That's crazy.
Yeah.
You should have jumped in front of the story, baby.
I agree.
Jumped in front of the story, baby.
Why? What you said something verbatim. You said, "quote Why wait now?" The problem is because there is more to the story. He cannot address the guy from Trinidad because that man had some serious allegations, and it is a marriage license with his cousin,
and it's not doctored. The license is not doctored. You can look it up.
So that's the piece that I'm like, damn. And someone said the guy is building a case with immigration. With that interview, it could be used against him.
Absolutely. And if I know that, I'm not going to jeopardize myself. So therefore, it's truth. It is truth to this.
Do you feel like Larry Reid should just apologize? Do you think he should just quit? What do
I'm
you
not
think the next step
accepting the
should be?
bastard apology. I'm not accepting his apology. Go down, go down, go down. You're wicked, you're cruel, you're low life, and you're dirty. I'm not accepting an apology, and I don't care. Even though I ain't put $1 in his pocket, I still don't care. And I'm gonna stop giving the bastard a click in the view. And you should too, along with the witch.
Because my thing is, when he came out and he said what he said, obviously they're avoiding the question. And I know, because I know the witch is very jealous, he feels some type of way like, dang, you get Armand Wiggins an exclusive interview. I reached out to the witch. He's upset about it because he felt like Larry should just do his show only. Why are you going to, Armand's show? And I text the witch. I said, he don't care nothing about you. You know you're being used, dummy. So,
Exactly. He's a coward if he doesn't see that.
yeah, you're a coward. Of course, you're going to go to Armand. Your platform is not Armand Wiggins. It got less than 10,000 views. So he have to, in order to go against a giant like Tasha K, you have to go against another giant that you can kind of control. Even if that giant like Armand Wiggins got a twisted spinal cord, you have to do it.
Mm-hmm.
So you don't have the juice. I think the brother will get more viewership if Larry would do a sit-down interview with this man. Instead of treating him like he's treating him like he do him in the bedroom. I'm gonna reach out to you in the night,
and also lay back a little bit, like with all that hair and that excessive dress.
it's not gonna work. Yeah, that to me is scary.
Like
it ain't helping Larry Reid.
It
making Larry Reid look like a freak more.
Yeah,
that form you going on, child.
It's just too much.
Like. Yikes. He's very jealous of Armand Wiggins. My thing is this.
He is.
What? But that's the thing that Larry don't give a damn about you. He's going on your ops platform.
But you want to know the funny thing is? I think that witch is going to burn him too, and there's no shade.
You think? Yeah. Because he was pissed. Like he was so pissed that he didn't know. And then when he said, "Well, I'm going on in California," now Larry, no, he ain't gonna be his. He can't mention Armand Wiggins' name because he don't want to make his Mitzi feel bad. But it don't care if you mention their name. You going on this man's platform.
And you know the one that's riding for you doesn't see him. So isn't that shade? I would take it as shade.
That's massive shade.
To the fifth power at that.
When that happened, I said, ooh. Because Larry said it. He said, I'm going to California for an interview. Only one person in California that he going to interview with, and that's the one with the twisted spinal cord.
Mm-hmm.
The one he said, I don't like do mad side. I focus on female rappers. That's a damn lie. You need the views because it ain't been viewing the way it's supposed to. Your views, I mean, you got Make It Make Sense getting quadruple amount of views, and that brother ain't even on the HD camera. He on his mama's cell phone.
And why let's call a spade? Because if and I'm saying it now and loud, if Armand Wiggins takes Larry Reid interview, he listened to the Wiley show. Because I remember we called him out and said, why are you not on top of this story? It's a hot story. So why do it now? We called Armand Wiggins out. So he should thank the Wiley show if he takes that interview. And if he takes that interview, he is a true fan and he is a producer to the Wiley show. And I said it.
Yeah, and that's just how that goes. There's no shade about Make It Make Sense. I feel like he's a very attractive, man. I'm a very shady. I'm a comedian. He just don't do it for me. That's nothing but an upgraded Storm, a more masculine Stormer role. Only difference between Make It Make Sense, he don't got the rosy cheeks. But he get high views at Armand Wiggins, and he don't even got the Armand Wiggins quality. I just think that people just love just him and love to Make It Make Sense. I think personally that Larry should do it or Make It Make Sense because I mean he should do a press tour of it, and he will because he got the funding. These people Make It Make Sense will do it. He can fund Make It Make Sense camera department to give him upgraded camera, stop using his mama camcorder. Storm desperately needed because this man is just doing so many topics, just doing 5-minute videos. He's all over the place.
But Storm is dry. Like he's boring to me
it's
now. He's not even in my feed.
yeah, he's bored. I don't watch him. I
They
can't.
trash.
He just don't do it for me.
They trash now. They trash. They lost the momentum. Throw them away.
Let's be clear. The witch spent 4 days debunking Vincent having an affair with Larry, only for Larry to admit to it his face on his platform. The witch looked like, yeah, because it was debunking. Of course, and this the day that was like so foolish. Larry Reid, he had no choice but to admit it, child. Vincent came with the receipt, and this the gag. He didn't think Vincent was going to get them many views. Baby Vincent and Vincent got all the emails, the texts,
and all the voice memos.
He got all the people in the ministry information. All the people that subscribe, Vincent got their contact list.
And you know what gagged Larry Reid? That video when he went to that hotel room with that pastor, and I went and Larry Reid probably just recorded him just to spite him, just to blackmail him in the long run. In my opinion, that's what I got from it.
And he
so
got all the information
to blackmail that man.
Yeah.
And then how we know Larry Reid didn't cut off that video and use the damn bathroom. How we know that Larry Reid didn't cut off that video and jump in that bed. How do we know? Because he was the recorder. He recorded it, so he could cut it at any time and continue doing what continue doing do.
And I need to reach out to that man. Somebody can find that pastor name. I want to.
And they need to send that to that man's church because they probably don't know. I need y'all to jump on it.
Yeah, y'all need to send it to me. I can send the church. I call the church to go there, and then I'll go to his office. He looked good. The pastor that he was good.
You know me, I go over there and post it up. Take screenshots, print it out. In color and post it all around the church, gag in the morning.
Ooh.
They'll gag in the morning.
And then I need to ask him, did he get the HPV? Because if Larry got it in with him, it's a possibility that man could have got infected. So I don't know.
Because he was dusty. Often you have to go to the bathroom.
Because he was good. He was a little dusty, but he's attractive, but a little dusty. I would have snatched. But I just got to make sure he ain't got the HPV, though. We got to take a test. Anyway.
Okay. Because Larry Reid was pissed at that. He was mad at that. Why are you involving other people?
Yeah.
Why not?
Vincent, he had the receipt. And see, Vincent,
he had the receipt.
And Larry said, they ain't gonna view you if my name in the title. You're telling the truth. But Vincent, you might as well put Larry in the title because you get the highest views. You better milk it because then they said
he probably didn't know.
Right. Then they said that Vince about to go get evicted or whatever. You ain't got to get evicted, baby. You got a cash cow, baby. You gave Larry Reid the booty. So just talk about the booty. Just talk about you giving the booty in part 1, part 5. You got a black woman talking about how she got divorced from her husband, making millions on TikTok. Why you can't talk about this in about a 55-part series? About a milking why you can't.
And don't be ashamed that the we call we say bird in New York, or don't be ashamed if the bird was 5 inches.
Don't be ashamed of it, because he said with 5 inches, he said I will be gay for 5 inches. He said you know Virginia said Larry didn't last long. Chad, I watched that interview it was entertaining.
That's why Larry, you have to wear all that label.
Wow.
To make up for that. Wow.
Yeah, because he got that small,
that small peen.
That small peen.
As you call it.
Because he showed he didn't address that. He didn't address that. And I hope Armand Wiggins would do a skin check and go in the bathroom to see how big Larry thing is.
Okay.
Because the only thing Armand got to do is start twerking in underwear, because according to Vincent, he loved to dress guys in underwear. So at least Armand Wiggins is an adult. He could put on those pink thongs that he had when he did not take his overweight best friend. He took that certain crew, put it on and start twerking and see how big Larry is.
So is the underwear considered as tidy whities as well? Do he like tidy whities?
He like that pink thong, like the Gucci thongs, you know, that and the edible
Any
kind.
jack strap? Any jack
The Jack,
strap? You
of
already
course,
know
you know he
Amar
like the
got
Jack
it
Straw.
already.
Absolutely like the Jack Straw. I just want to hear about it because I'm like, Chad, I am here for it all. When I heard this interview, I said, wow. And then Larry Reid, just for him to admit the Vincent part, wow. That
Because he know more is coming out, so he's trying to, but
you
my
don't
whole
know
thing
what
is
Vincent, yeah.
why lie and say you're not gay?
It's just like you might as well admit, but the thing, the damaging part of admitting Vincent is that you're talking about he said something about grooming, that you kind of groomed him. It's like the culture, and you could open up a lawsuit with Vincent that he felt
Because
obligated
that was your worker. Yeah, that was your
because that was an employer-employee type of information. So it's sticky over there. Ooh, that's a messy situation.
Because I think Vincent already said when he do that sit down with someone, he said it's more, and I quote.
And right now he's talking to Tasha, and Tasha, they're trying to work out final numbers for Vincent because Tasha wants that interview. So I think the last time he probably
Tasha ain't gonna take it if she ain't got no receipts. So trust me.
If he got receipts, Tasha, just give him the 20,000. Give him the 25,000 because just give it to him. You're gonna get that money back. You're gonna get quadruple that 25,000 because that's the closest one to Larry Reid Inner Circle and Vincent. Vincent been over there 15 years or more.
And just knock it out the ballpark with that interview.
Knock it out the ballpark. You go get that money. So he wants it. That's how you don't see him on any platforms because he want to be paid. And I don't blame him. I would want to get paid for that story too, especially when you got bills to be paid.
Yeah.
He said he want to see Craig the writer because I think Craig and Vincent got into it too. I really believe they got into it with them two bottoms. But Craig, he like a type, he will top you too. So Craig give me that type that he will.
And at the end of the day, on that P.S. Madison, when all of them was up there, they all bottoms. So bottoms would know a bottom. Bottoms would know. They all know. Bottoms.
It's just so sad because T.S. Madison didn't say nothing.
And she know the tea. She's one cruel person because she know the tea.
She know all of it. She know Oliver know the tea. He try to act like
they all know it.
Come on now, stop it.
And I'm sure she got recording as well. They all grimy when I tell you they grimy and fierce.
They grimy,
baby.
And I can't wait. I know you gonna be reported on this show. Woo!
But I do want to say this to Wendy Williams, like you are an icon, you are a legend, you a diva, you are overseer to me. I remember she gave me one of her books. I forgot the title of the book. She was in a car. I was actually in the city. I was walking. I don't know where I was going, but it was in the city close to 42nd Street and 8th Avenue, and not too far from the Laugh Factory because she do comedy as well. And she drove past, and I looked. And I was like, "Hey, Wendy," and she gave me a copy of one of her books.
Wow.
So,
okay.
At least I wasn't the Armand that was in the back. I literally got something from her.
Well, you know what? That man was in the back.
The back.
And then he gonna talk about what Whitney said. I look good. Chop the last child.
That's a lot with that trench coat.
You
remember?
I remember that. I remember that. You couldn't tell her nothing because they got to the studio late. Mocha Hannes, his moderator, Mocha Hannes got there late. Baby, I remember that. Because you gotta get to that early. Like you can't be coming in that late.
You gotta, yes.
Them people get that out. You want a good seat. And even when you get there early, they pick the right ones to seat. They do. You can't just it's whatever the producer wants you to sit at. And they probably saw him say, "Oh, this blogger, he messy. You sit in the back." He
probably Norman. What's his name? Norman.
Yeah, Norman.
The producer. He got to go in the back.
Norman will sit him in the back.
Okay. But you don't have to call and be a little messy. I definitely want you to tune into the interview coming up, so you can talk about it.
Oh,
I will.
Absolutely, I will. Most definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna jump back in the bushes,
Thank
call
you,
in producers,
Icon.
make it hot, no problem.
Love you.
All
Bye.
right.
All
Love
right.
you. Bye bye.
Wow. Anybody else want to say something? I gotta go to the grocery store. I'm so hungry right now. Literally, I am hungry. I haven't eaten none all day today. I haven't eaten none all day today. I'm hungry. And so I do gotta eat. Anybody want to call? Anybody else? Thank you so very much. Little black boy, you're beautiful. Little black girl, you are enough. When times get hard, always remember to put God first. I want to thank you. We do have a couple of announcements to make. Don't leave because we got to make the announcements, y'all. We'll be in Vegas April 26th or the 28th. Looking forward to seeing Survey Bay Squad and also seeing the producers. Love you all. We'll be at the Palace Station Hotel Casino. Can't wait to see y'all there. More information, email me at wileyshowproduction@gmail.com. For those that want to contribute to the Wiley Show, $ Marquise Wiley 28, Zelle at wileyshow@gmail.com. Please go visit our website at wileythetroll.com. Go visit our website. God bless you and thank you to all the people we'll be traveling back to Dallas. I can't wait. Woo, I can't wait, child. Oh, I can't. It's so much stuff I gotta talk to you. So Dallas, I can't wait to be back in the great D. They say everything is bigger in Dallas. Can't wait for that. We love you all. God bless you and thank you. Follow me on Instagram at Wiley Show. Follow me on TikTok at Wiley Show. Follow me on X at Wiley Show. X at Wiley Show. X at Wiley Show. Looking forward to a Snapchat at Wiley Show. Or The Wiley Show, or Marquise Wiley, somewhere Wiley on Snapchat. I don't really know my Snapchat name. Go to you could also follow me on Stationhead Wiley Show. So Twitch, The Wiley Show TV, Twitch. Yes, thank you all so very much. And this have been amazing. For those that have donated, God bless you. For those that will do, thank you in advance. And I love you all. This was amazing. Bye-bye. This is fun. Fun. Talk to y'all later. Bye, y'all.